So this is part 7 of building TabbyTap. Part 6, we were talking about how cookies were blocking the implementation for authentication. This time around, I'm proud to say that I have finally cleared cookies and got it out of the way. So the problem was that I had the server set up right, I had a client set up right, but it wasn't using the API correctly. Regardless of whether your client is the one sending the cookie to the server or if your server is setting the cookie on the client, requires the credential flag set to true on both sides. So why I had that toggled was that I didn't want cookies to be sent on every single request, only requests that really need it. So now that we have finally gotten past cookies, I'm happy to say that authentication is finally completed. So what we have right now is the email verification set up and running, and the new implementation is the password reset feature. Like every other website, you input your email, give you a password reset link, and you can change your password as and when you need to. And with that, we can now finally log in to TabbyTap. So far, all I've done up in the main app is a drawer that lets me go into the different pages that we'll be working on at some point of time. All of these routes that you see here are protected, meaning if I cannot verify you as a user here, you'll automatically be kicked back out into the login page. For example, let me clear my tokens out, let me refresh the page. I'm no longer allowed in the create page, but instead I get sent back to the login page, and I can just log back in, getting back my cookies, and you are good to go to work with this application. In order to create this sidebar, I needed to also create a whole bunch of icons. Ta-da! If you haven't explored Figma and how to work with SVGs in Figma, you really should learn how to do this. So now with all these icons up, we now have a fully working sidebar. Ta-da! Right, so my next steps from here will be to start implementing the platform integrations. I'll be starting with TikTok first, meaning that I have to work on connecting the TikTok account to TabbyTap. I'll have to, at the very least, bring up the post creation page. If this works well, I'll probably integrate another platform, probably YouTube, before I work on any other things here, like getting statistics on the dashboard, getting a centralized comment page, or like a publishing calendar or analytics. So these things are all nice to have, but it's not the main purpose of this application. The main purpose is to be able to push your content out to multiple platforms in as cheap as possible a manner. Alright, so that's all for part 7. I'll continue working on this. When I get more stuff up and running, I'll give you guys more updates again, and I'll see you guys again in part 8.